Good afternoon, Brave Hearts. I want to thank everybody for coming on today and taking the time to do this. You do know that what we're going through, I'm not sure if it ever happened in some other lifetime, but it's never happened in this lifetime. And what I'm talking about where we are called right now to wake up. We are called to rise up right now. I don't want to get into this really deep, but just know these are my own feelings. Is that if you're not emotionally prepared, physically prepared, nutritionally prepared for what's coming in the next year, it's going to be hard on a lot of people, okay? But we are going to get through this. We're all going to get through this if we stay together, not come apart. Stay together. That's what it's always been about, okay? So I don't want to get into the whole philosophy of talking about the situation that's going on, because the whole thing is an illusion. And understand something. We are our own creators. And whatever you imagine today, and you imagine it long enough and strong enough, it's going to come real for you. You know what? I had a lady come into me today into the clinic. And you know what she said to me? Right off the bat, I need help. I've got worms. I said, I can see that you have worms. They're sucking and draining the life right out of you. And she goes, yes, I need to get rid of them, but I have no money. So understand something. Everything you say, you've got 50 trillion cells, 500 trillion bacteria listening to you. There was a time in my life, let me tell you something. I was not a leader. Okay, I was a victim. I actually, did not like my life. I didn't like where my life was going. I didn't want to get rid of myself, but I knew I didn't want to keep living on this planet like I was. Understand something. If you're not doing something that scares you a little bit every day, then you're not even living. You're not even living. Don't tell me about struggling, because either you get to struggle, okay, with not changing and conforming and being part of the herd, or you're going to struggle and create something beautiful. Let me tell you this. The COVID has been a blessing for me on a personal level. It has made me reach down and really pull things together. Can you ask them to bring up the books that I have downstairs, the manuals I want to show everybody, to make sure they bring that up, and also to bring up the Whole Life Coach manual as well. I have the manual sitting downstairs on a couch or a table or something. Who knows where I put it? Things are really busy here. Right now, we got a container coming. We opened up our Canadian fulfillment. We've got 3 fulfillments in the United States. We're preparing for this to be a year of tests. But what we're doing is we're strategizing. Just like they strategized against us, we need to strategize too. Let me say something. I'm going to be going through a slideshow with you. I'm going to show you IXTAPA. I'm going to show you what we're offering, what we're telling people, and it'll be as close to the truth as possible. And just know this, everyone. The day when you keep saying to yourself, that's impossible, I can't do that, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough time, ask yourself how many times you said that. Let me tell you something. I stopped living like that. Whatever I want, I focus on it, I strategize for it, I sit calm within myself, and I relax with it. Okay? And I know that I deserve it. Do you know that you deserve everything that you want? Do you know that there's enough of everything down here that everybody can be a millionaire right now with all the money that's out there right now? If we were to spread it evenly, everybody would be a millionaire. So the reality is you are who you are. You have what you have because of the belief systems that are in here. Okay? And understand this. And you need to get this. And everybody that's watching here, and I'm going to tell you this right now. Doesn't matter how long you go to school if you're not confident. Doesn't matter how long you go to school if you're not going to take a risk. It's not going to matter how long you go to school if you don't know about self-care and self-love. And it doesn't matter how long you go to school if you take things personal. It doesn't matter how long you go to school if you need approval from the government or anybody else. I don't need your approval, and I don't need anybody else's approval to have the greatest day of my life every day and believe in myself. So if you don't believe in yourself, you're not going anywhere anyway. And if you believe in all this bullshit, that they've been dispensing, then you're going nowhere anyway. The reality is guess what? You have to get this. These people that are doing this, they don't care about you. They never will. It's not like they're going to wake up tomorrow morning and feel guilty like a human being. They're never going to have any guilt. They're not going to have any remorse. They don't care. This agenda is going through. But are you going to stop living? Are you going to stop strategizing? Are you going to stop looking for your Braveheart hero? Are you going to dig down and become your own practitioner? Okay, become your own genius and then be that for your family? Stop making excuses. This is no time for excuses. Don't want to hear them. Okay, you got any excuses? Then you're on the wrong show. You're on the wrong show. But I get it. I get it. We all run programs. And understand something. And when I say this, I mean it. You come and take my 22-day course, and I've added 6 days onto it. So there's 6 days on the end. We're going to go through that in a second, where you'll be with me 2 hours in the morning and 2 hours at night. 2 hours at the pool in the morning, where we're going to talk about business, marketing, talk about the business more. And at night, we're going to sit around a fire and we're going to open up our hearts and our minds and see how we can come together as a family. See if we can get rid of all our guilt and judgment and hatred. Whether you hate yourself or someone else, let me tell you something. If you're overweight, underweight, or you have any type of illness or an autoimmune disease, then you're running a self-hate program and you don't even know it. And that's based on a fear program. Now you're going, okay, well, what are we talking about? IXTAPA? Or are we talking about the courses, Dr. Wolfe? Or are you going to try to give us a lesson? Well, the reality is you are the lesson. The reality is that your beliefs make and shape your day. They make and shape your decisions. There'll be people out there that have less money than you, less education than you, that are going to rock the world. So you better get that. So don't you dare even think about, the more you've gone to an institutionalized, government-approved school, the more you're a fool. You heard what I said. They're dangerous people. Dangerous. Give me somebody who says, I only got to grade 8, Dr. Wolfe. Great. That means we can do something. Don't you dare undermine yourself or talk down on yourself again. And if you come to my course, I'll be all over you with that. You are never allowed to put yourself down. This whole game is rigged. And that's all they wanted to do, is rig the game and make us feel like we have no value or very little value. And understand this. And you can ask any of my practitioners, all you new people on here, but you can ask my practitioners and they'll tell you, I back them. They give a money-back guarantee on their body work with Wolfe Non-Surgical, on their consultations, and I'll pay it. And that means they only came to my course for 22 days. And I also stayed out there to the world, so you better get this, that I will put any of my practitioners, even if they've come for 22 days, up against a chiro, massage therapist, acupuncturist, or any other doctor that's failed somebody, and my therapist is going to take them further. You already have a genius in you. You already have a practitioner in you, and understand that. The rest is bullshit. And I'm using that word today with emphasis. You better know who you are, and you better wake up to the fact that you were created to create heaven on earth. And the only hell is in the mind. And they want you to keep on doing it. Now, I'm going to go through things, and please, no, that's not them. Please go down into the living room. You'll see that I put them down there somewhere. You know the big books, right? Yeah. Go get me ITROH, go get me a whole life coach course, and go get me the 12 loving steps. Okay? Yeah, well, I know you can do it. It's a mission. You can carry it out. No, we'll leave them right here for now. Okay. Anyways, just to say this, my team is amazing, and I've been really stretching them. Right, Drake?
We're good.
Oh, he's good. He's a big liar, too. Okay, so anyways, all I want to say is this. Whether you come to my course, I love you. Whether you come to my course or my trainings, for God's sakes, love yourself. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. And you know what? It'll be the hardest job that you've ever had in your life. You're going to feel selfish. You're going to feel conceited. You're going to feel self-centered. Guess what? You fell into their plan. You fell into their plan. How does that feel? And then you know what? People think I have a big mouth. I don't have a big mouth. I have the mouth that you should have. I have the mouth that everybody should have. And we wouldn't be in this mess. Okay? That's the mouth you need. The mouth where you'll stand up for yourself. And you'd rather live one Braveheart day instead of 100 days being a damn chicken victim. And that's it right there. And I'm not doing it. I know that I'm an eternal being. Okay? I'm not sure how this game is. I don't know what God looks like. I don't know anything, but I do know one thing. I know there is a creator, and I know that I was here to create, and I know I'm not going to screw this up. And if I do, I'm going to let myself off the hook, even if you won't. The reality is I'm here to take this kitty litter and make it into a beautiful sandbox and then a beautiful sand castle, and that's what I'm going to do. So let's go through the slideshow. But let me tell you something right now. Don't trust your mind, because it's not yours. Unless you totally love yourself unconditionally so that you could just screw up royally. And if you have to say sorry to someone, do it. And if you didn't hurt someone, never say sorry again, ever out of your mouth. And if you say sorry, you come out and say, nope, I'm not sorry. Because guess what? We all make mistakes, and to be good at anything, you got to do it 10,000 times. Just like how they've told you 10,000 times you're worthless. You're a useless eater. You're polluting the planet. Okay, if it wasn't for you, everything would be fine. It's all BS. Just know that. Don't let the predators come for you. Okay? All right? Just know this, how much you stand up, I'll stand up stronger. And I'll keep doing it. We are here, and we deserve to be here, and this is our planet. This is my planet. There's nobody above me on this planet. And there's nobody above you. There's no such thing as an authority over you. Understand that. And anybody that thinks they're authority over you, you better bloody well question them. And you better bloody well question me. But before you do that, why don't you challenge yourself and find out how many beliefs in here actually are totally based on unconditional love and self-care for yourself. And are you able to stand up, okay? Stand up and protect yourself against your family and your friends, because you're going to need to do that. If you need approval to do something that's amazing, okay, then you're in big trouble, because the rest of your family, the rest of your friends, not all of them, they would never do anything that's going to be different than the herd, because we know that everybody's part of the herd. But if you want to be heard, you better stand out. And if you don't stand out, you'll never be outstanding. You'll never live your life's purpose. How would you like to be the other 9,999 people that are going to pass on from this planet and not finish the game properly? So again, I want to get back to this. Whether you come and take my course, whether you go and take another course, you better find your passion and purpose. And whatever it takes, you better follow through and do that. Or else you're going to be like every other sorry ass out there when they're old and go, I wished I coulda, woulda. And that's it. This is supposed to be a powerful lecture here today, because you're supposed to get this. Because this is what's going to save you. This is what's going to change you. But you've got to watch out for you. You got to watch out the way you think, drink, and eat. The way you respond when there's a threat, when somebody scares you, or there's anxiety around you, or people are pushing the panic button. How are you reacting? Are you staying connected to yourself? Are you protecting yourself first and foremost? I always will do that, because I have to show my children. I have to show my staff. I need to show my practitioners that they have the right to love themselves. So let's go on and let's do the slideshow. Take a look at the first slide. Come stay with us. Come play with us. Come heal with us. Now, whether you want to believe this or not, my only intention is to help people to find their authentic self and to let them know that it's okay to feel beautiful about life all day long. And that life is not about suffering. Okay? So anyways, let me just tell you this. There's two people. We'll get to the next slide in a minute. No, I want them. Can I have them, please? Yeah. Thanks, Nat. Did you find the right ones?
I think so.
Yeah, you did. Okay, all right. Okay, I'm just going to put them. Can you make room right here? Or put them on the chair behind me? Or here? Yeah. Okay, all right. So just know this, and I'll make it as short as possible. I'll try to stick right to it, so then we'll open up for questions, right? We're going to open up for questions on Facebook. I'll look after that. You'll look after the Zoom questions. Correct, Drake?
Yep.
Okay. So we could be here for a while, so make yourself comfortable. So let me see this. It was 3 years ago. Actually, time flies when you're having fun, eh? So 3 years ago, I'm in Florida. I'm teaching a course. I get a call. The gentleman's name is Jose Mayorel. And he says he wants to meet with you out in the lobby in the hotel I was at. So I went out there. And he says, Dr. Wolfe, how you doing? I'll cut to the chase. Basically, he said, my grandfather started the Naturopathic College in Mexico. And he said, I'd like to hand over IXTAPA Palace to you. We want to turn it into a healing center. And I went, whoa, I've been talking about doing something like this in Mexico for years. So it dropped right in my lap. Now, why am I telling you this? I need you to get this, that I do not stretch the truth. I put it out there into the heavens, into the universe, and I just let it sit. I let it just hover, let it just be. And then boom, there it is. Okay, we were supposed to be there a year ago, but because of the situation, the make-believe situation that's going on, I've had an extra year, but it's allowed me to get things tighter and better. So you got to understand, when you hit a bump in the road, calm down, just slow down. There's an answer there. Okay, when there's a quick right turn, just take that turn. So anyways, here we are. So now in 4 weeks, in 7 days, the container comes, the whole office goes, everything that we're taking goes, everything else we're selling or giving away. And in 6 weeks, I'll be in IXTAPA. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing 2 back-to-back courses. So we're going to be doing one in September that will finish in October. And then we'll do another one in October that will finish in November. And I really want you to say, Dr. Wolfe, you don't know what you're talking about. And you are wrong, wrong, wrong. I made the second course just half an hour ago. Do you know why? Because I sit quietly with myself. And something could change, okay? I don't know what, but I really believe that by November, the world will be completely shut down, and there'll be no movements. And but if you were in Mexico, you'll have 2 choices. They'll always let you come back to your country, but the reality is you might not want to come back. And the reality is that we are going to do whatever we can for you if you decided you wanted to stay and play and work. Because understand, quality of life is everything to me now. And guess what? And you may not believe this, and I don't need to know the people on this planet, but I love them all. And if I can touch their lives, I know this, that as a spirit being, that the only way that I'm going to get off of this earth game properly is if I rise and I feed my spirit and I grow super consciously. And that's the only way. I mean, I know that Jesus got off this planet, and I'll tell you, I'm going to follow him somehow, because the reality is I love being here. I love the adventure. But if you're not growing consciously, you're not growing at all. If you're not feeding your spirit, then you can't win down here. You're only going to lose all the time. You're going to lose. You're going to lose. So anyways, let's start. So patient, client, practitioner support. So just know this, when you come, you can take a look at the slide right now. I just want everybody to understand something. We are going to teach you so many things when you come about yourself. You know, most of you are thinking, I'm going to go do this course. I'm going to become a practitioner. I'm going to get certified. You are, that's true. And you'll get certified under the World Organization of Natural Medicine. But what you don't know is you didn't come to this course, okay? You didn't come to this course to actually become a practitioner. Deep down inside, you came to this course to set yourself free. To set yourself free. And understand, I can see practitioners that have come here once and twice and 3 times on my course already, and they will tell you that they did not know what they were getting into. you will realize within 2 days of being with me in the Whole Life Coach course that you are coming to set yourself free and to find your authentic self. And once you do that, you can have whatever you want. You can have whatever you want. So, I just put up here for people so they could see this slide. So to show that when you become a practitioner with us, you will also get a wholesale account. But what you'll get is you can see that we have overseas orders. We have 3 fulfillments in the United States. We have a fulfillment in Canada. We've got numbers that everybody can get in touch with us. Let's move on to the next slide. Oh, I have to do that part. I forgot. Okay, so the rules of engagement, if you decided you were going to come to IXTAPA, okay? First of all, I know that if you fly Aeromexico, you don't have to have a PCR test. Yes, you'll have to wear the mask, okay? So get yourself a cotton one. All cotton. Make it really thin. I've got a cotton one so thin that I can breathe through it. Do you understand? Okay? You can tell the people that live in fear, it's all the way up to here and you can hardly see their eyes and it's under their chin and it's wrapped here. Those people aren't going to make it. All you did was give yourself away. You're marked. You just marked yourself as a victim, okay, for the predators. That's all you did. Number 2, oh wait, no, fly Aeromexico. Number 2, no PCR test, no quarantine when you get to Mexico, no mask when you get there, spit test when you decide to go home. So no PCR test, just a spit test, okay? And they cannot detain you when you return home if you knew the law. Because it's not a law to go into quarantine. It's not a law to do the PCR test. It's not a law to be tracked when you come back home. Okay, when I came through the airport just a few weeks ago, I showed the second page of my passport and said, I have freedom of movement in this country. And I am not going to be in quarantine. I am not taking your test. And you're not tracking me. And I walked out and I left. So you can take it or leave it. But the reality is just stand up for yourself. These are all robots. They've all been programmed. Just like you. You've been programmed. My God, you're still eating cheese and dairy and flour and gluten and alcohol. And you know they're poisons, but you still do it. You know, you don't look after yourself. We've all been programmed, okay, to actually undermine our own health and wealth. That's what we've had. So here you go. So the new practitioner, whole life coach, and the Wolfe Non-Surgical, September the 11th until October the 2nd, but we kicked in 6 more days. So you can go home on October the 2nd. And let me just say this. Do you know how many times you said, I got to go home, I got to go here, I got to do there, and then you left and you went, I wished I would have stayed? You're always chasing your tail. We're always chasing our tail. So anyways, from September the 11th until October the 8th, the course will be going on. Now, what's going to happen here? Where's my paper? I'm going to read off of this because we just did some changes. So from September the 11th to October the 2nd, that's your full day, 22 days of training. There's 2 days off in that, okay? After the 8-day training first we get there and we have an orientation day where we get to meet each other, okay? And we're going to do a celebration of coming together, okay? And then we do 8 days. And then on the 8th day, you graduate. And then on the 8th day at night, guess what? Okay, you know, I was called Disco Daryl when I was younger. And I have my own disco. It's at the top of a mountain, the man-made mountain. And that's going to be our new stage. And we have a disco ball. And what do you think we're going to be doing that night? We're going to be celebrating. Thank you very much. We're going to be dancing our pants off. Well, not off, but, you know, get dancing your pants. Be ready. Okay, so now, after that, then we'll take a day off. Then we'll come back. And then we'll do 11 days of the Wolfe Non-Surgical. Okay? And then we'll do a graduation. Oh my God, another party. Well, can't have too many of those. All right, so now then we're going to do is take a day off after the non-surgical, and then you're with me for 5 days where we go meet at the pool for 2 hours, and we talk about your business, your marketing. We listen to other people talking at the pool. You can be in the pool, out of the pool. I really don't care, whatever you want to do. I'll be in the pool though, okay? And the pools will be structured water, so don't worry about the chlorine or anything like that. It'll all be structured. And We're going to talk about, well, okay, so how are you going to set up your clinic? What are you going to do? Where's your clinic? Okay, no, I think you should do this, not this. I got 43 years in this business. I have my own marketing team coming. I've got my own professional video guys coming. I've got my own graphic guys coming. And I'm telling you right now, when you see what we're going to do for you, and then when you see the price that you're getting everything, then you're going to know that I'm not up to something funny, that we're actually wanting you to live your dream. Okay? So for 5 days, Monday to Friday, we're going to do 2 hours in the morning at the poolside, and then we're going to do 2 hours at night from 7 until 9 around the fire, where we're going to talk about things like this, opening up our mind, opening up our heart, and really putting it down. And anything that we need to get rid of, we're going to put in the fire and burn it. Okay? And that's what we're going to do. So the reason why I put the 6 days on is because after all that training, you need to diffuse and then come together with your new family and talk about what you're going to do and how you're going to do it. When you go home, I promise you are not going to waste money, and you're going to make money right away. Right away. When I show you how I've laid things out, you are going to be the best nutritional person. You're going to be the best emotional person that you can be. You are going to be doing an actual Wolfe Non-Surgical that will outshine every body work around the world. Does anybody else offer a money-back guarantee? And then also they will offer a money-back guarantee and pay for their students, their practitioners they taught, and actually pay the money? I will. You need to understand this. The minute we got here, we were minimized. We were criticized, and it's over. Human beings need to rise, and you need to understand that. Some of you will never get this. Some of you will think I'm just exaggerating everything. Well, you'll find out. You come to IXTAPA and find out what kind of an exaggerator I am. Remember something. Stay calm. The more you stay calm, the less you react, the less you attack yourself. Every time that you have a tantrum, a hissy fit, you are going to be putting the whole program off the rails. And that's all they wanted to do to you. That's all this has ever been. My God. I guarantee you that most of the people on here still go to medical doctors just to go find out about their health, when medical doctors are not involved in health at all. And meanwhile, we're all talking about wanting to be healthy. I mean, we're so upside down and backwards, we don't even know what we're doing. My God, think about what a medical doctor offers. Does it have anything to do with learning how to love, honor, and respect yourself? Seriously. Okay. So once we finish on October the 8th, then what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking the 9th and 10th off, because I'm going to explain to you why. We take the 9th to 10th off because we need a break, and you need a break from me, for God's sakes. I'm sure that's going to be needed. And then on the October the 11th, okay, we're coming back and we're going to redo the whole course again till November the 1st. Now, the course is $8,000. When you return the second time, it's $5,600. We take 30% off. Now, if you return the third time, I'll go through that in a minute. Let's move on to the next slide. Here we go. So you can see, I just told you about the September and the October course. Now, these are the dates, because usually the way we like to do it is 3 courses in a row. That's the way we did it when we were in Canada most of the time. So when you do 3 courses in a row, that person comes 3 times. They become a master practitioner. When they come and help us train 2 courses, they become a master trainer. When you become a master trainer, I will put you up and highlight you and spotlight you on Doc of Detox and ITIOH.com. Now, you can believe me or not, but I have a few people, and I can tell you, I see a couple on here right now that I send them about $100,000 to $150,000 in business a year. You got to get this. I hope you know that I did put the most powerful body work together that anybody can learn. Okay? My son learned it when he was 11 years old. He was certified when he was 15. All right? We have taught a 12-year-old how to do this. Do you understand something? You got to get this. You can go and spend hundreds of thousands of dollars and spend years, or you can come with us, and I will guarantee you that after the first day, you'll know why you came and why you're there. When you talk to the other people that have taken the first course or the second and the third, or the master trainers, you're going to find out that I have not exaggerated one little bit. You're going to find out that your genius, your authentic practitioner, has been hidden from you. All right, let's move on. Okay, so these are the things that you're going to be getting. You're going to be learning about personal treatment and trainings that you'll eventually do. Okay, so so there's a few people that have actually come and they've done the 3 times, or they've done it once or twice, but it usually takes 3 times, and they'll have what's personal treatment and training, where they'll have somebody come for 5 days. Do you know what they make? They make $5,000 in 5 days, because people have no problem paying it. Because in 5 days, you're going to teach that family or that couple, okay, or that pregnant couple, or that couple who want to love and learn how to work on each other, or that group, or that caretaker. You're going to teach them. These are 5 different ones. You can read about it in the PTT manual. But you're going to teach people how to start working on each other. That's right. You can teach people how to work on each other, and they will learn enough that they will give each other relief. Let me tell you something. What would happen to this world if we taught one person in every family how to work on the rest of the family, and then the family would start teaching each other? This is the only way we're going to get the job done, guys. So that will actually pay $5,000 a week. Now, this is not to entice you or get you all excited and make you go money, money, money. But guess what? We will actually prove to you that in that 5 days, you will be teaching people what they never would have gotten, and you'll be sending them home, and they will become the healers of their own family. Let me tell you something right now, and you got to get this. Most people are dangerous. Tell me they're not. Think about everybody in your family. They don't know how to eat. They don't know how to think. They don't know how to drink. They don't know how to live, and it's not their fault. And it's not their fault. We were all there. I was, one time I thought I was a big sinner. And I was a big liar. Yes, I used to steal when I was younger. I did it all. But you know what? I am it all now. And I know that I'm responsible to make sure that I change my brain and get back on course. Okay. All right, so the perfect day consultation. So let me just see here. You will be getting this manual. This is a 350-page manual. This manual, believe it or not, is the most powerful thing. You are going to be able to use this as your guide. This will help you to actually, and see, you know what? I know I'm cocky, and I have the right to be, because I prove it. So you will be able to actually assess your patients better than any test anywhere, because it's called body talk. To be able to look at their nails, okay, their skin, their eyes, their hair, okay, the lines where the certain lines are in the body, the colors of their skin, what's going on with that, their bowel movements, the way they urinate, the way they talk, the way they walk. It tells you everything. And understand something. There is only one disease, and that disease is actually transmitted from fear, okay, into anxiety, into panic, okay? And it's issues in the tissues, but they were created in the brain first. By the time you go, you'll have that whole thing put together like a nice, neat pearls. And yes, as soon as you sign up, if you do, we're going to give you access to the portal, to all the books, all the videos, over 150 live consultations. So there's a lot of information there. So let's say that you get, oh my gosh, Dr. Wolfe, I've never done anybody with colitis, fibromyalgia. I've never done anybody with cancer before. You call me. What do you think you do? You call me. And you give me the case history that they fill out. And you tape it. And I go through that, and I tell you step by step what you should do. And then you can believe me or not believe me. And we're on Facebook right now, and I really don't care what people think. Here's the deal. You're going to be right. because everything we do will never harm a patient. We don't poison them. We don't burn them, and we don't cut them. You're never going to hurt anybody. You follow the guidelines because it was made to look difficult, and only somebody who goes to school for 25 years or 20 years and spends hundreds of thousands of dollars and is berated by the government and the medical system could ever touch anyone. Why do you think they want us apart? Why do they think they taught you that every time you have a fever or a child has a fever, you go give them antibiotics when all they needed was a little enema, and I'll teach you how to do it. And in 5 minutes, the fever comes down, and now you just, oh my gosh, we have lost our way so bad. This is why this is called the harvest. You've all been programmed. It's taken hundreds of years. And now we're here. And now we're at the harvest. So this is called the perfect day. You'll be getting that as soon as you sign up. Okay? And also, you'll be getting what's called the 12 loving steps. And you better learn these inside and out. Because understand something. The only way that you are ever going to get emotional freedom is through repetition. And everything that you are going to do will be about loving yourself. Loving yourself. If you totally loved yourself today, you'd have everything you ever wanted because you wouldn't have let anybody abuse you sexually, physically, emotionally, financially, because you'd be standing in your power. And you lost that a long time ago, trust me. Everybody has, right? I'm still working on it. Okay. Healthy to 100 Live. Basically, this is where I will be doing online 3-day trainings. And so what am I going to be doing? I'm going to be doing these trainings and showing people and talking to people about issues in their tissues and about getting consultations. Now, what do you think? You guys live all over the country, all around the world. So what do you think we're going to do? We're going to refer to you. You know what? Did you ever notice something? We all think there's not enough. Don't believe me, talk to my practitioners. We refer to them all the time. The reality is there's never going to be enough people. 92% of the population has an autoimmune disease. And guess what? Are you ready for this? How many chiropractors are there? How many massage therapists are there? How many acupuncturists are there? How many physiotherapists are there? And everything else. If you're not dealing with scar tissue crystallization and calcification in the body, you're not even a therapist. So as far as body work goes and physical work goes, if you're not working on that, I don't even consider you a body worker. I consider you somebody making somebody feel good, which is great. I love feeling good. Stroke me any day. Okay? All right? Make me feel good. I got it. I love that. I want that feeling. But if you want to you'll be able to take people, and don't believe me, but you'll be able to take people that have gone to everybody else and in a half an hour turn around their knee problem in most cases. Okay? Turn around their neck problem. You'll be able to do an hour and a half on their spine and make them an inch taller, an inch and a half taller. And you know what? We think that we've lost calcium. Understand, anything that happens in the body, we can turn it around when we turn ourselves around. Okay. So I'll be doing that that's going to be in the fall. I'll launch it. And then that will be another way that we reach. Let me tell you, right now we've got a waiting list of almost 5,000 people that want to take the Healthy to 100 Live. But I don't want to do it until I set up my studio. My studio is called Crystal Mountain Studio. It's going to be 26 by 38 feet big, and it's in that disco. But we're going to be big enough to really just do the things we want, okay? There's IXTAPA, that little red ball. It's closer down by Guatemala, but understand, it's the warmest water in Mexico to swim in, okay? And we went there 3 times in the last year because guess what? Does everybody know that you can always fly into Mexico? You could always take a flight from the United States or Canada to Mexico. They've never shut that down. So what you're told and what's true is 2 different things, okay? All right, next slide. So there's the airport. It's called Zihuatanejo. It's 12 minutes away. It's an international airport. When you come, it'll cost you $22 by cab or $8 by shuttle, and you'll be there in 15 minutes, okay? There's IXTAPA Palace, all right? And here's the reception area. And here is Okay, we've got mid, long-term stays all year round. And these are the prices that you would pay. And these prices are amazing once you go through them. You can take a look. You can go back and watch the video. Or you can go to New World Practitioner, www.newworldpractitioner.com. We'll have all this information up there for people, okay? Okay, short-term stays or all year round. Again, this is the pricing. These are the suites. You can take a look at it. All right. And this is if you have 4 people, right? 1 month package, 3 months, 6 months. We've got people staying for, coming down for 1 week for treatment. We've already got people booked in September. And we've already got personal treatment and trainings in September booked. And then we've got people that are actually moving out of Canada, United States, Australia, and the UK that are coming down to stay for a year. Okay? They just said, why should we stay for COVID? We're opting out. We'll just come down there where nobody can turn the heat off and where the food is fresh and they know what we're up to. So they want to partake in that. This is what's going to go on. The day you get there, we're going to have fresh vegetable juice, fruit juice. We're going to have avocado, guacamole for you. Veggie sticks. We're going to have blender drinks made out of fruit. So you'll have that from the morning you wake up until you go to bed. We will have one cost on that, and it will be enough that we pay for the food we use and for the person making it. This is a no-profit deal for us. Because why? Because when you get done, you're either going to gain weight if you were underweight, you're going to lose weight if you needed to, and you're going to triple your energy levels, and you're going to find out that you didn't need to eat all those dead animals, and by the time you go home, we've gotten rid of your addictions, because high vibrational foods kick out low vibrational addictions, whether it's emotional or physical, because everything is frequency about us. Okay? All right, there's a double room, and as you can see, these are back. This looks like back in the 80s, but I'm telling you, it's clean. It's a beautiful place, and that's a double room. This is a single or couples with a kitchen, okay? And there's those are the condos, and that's the back of the property. And there you're looking at one of the pools, and it just has like a waterfall, okay? And there we have water slides for you kids, or if you want to bring your kids. And somebody was asking me if they can bring your pets. They stopped it. They had to stop it. So sorry, no pets allowed. But you know what? There's apartments that are around the IXTAPA Palace, or you can stay in Zihuatanejo and you can rent a car for $21 a day. So you know, whatever you want to do. You don't have to stay with us at the IXTAPA, but that's if you want to bring your pets. We also have a floating river. Isn't that cool? Okay, so it's a floating river. Everybody knows what they are, right? Okay, and there's Crystal Mountain Studios. That was the disco. You're looking at the disco picture, but that's going to be our studio. Okay, and there's the bottom part of the studio. Okay. And like I said, it's 28 by 36. All right. There's the gym, guys. We have the biggest gym within 150 miles of IXTAPA. Okay. All right. There's the view from the beach, and what you're looking out there's an island, and there's IXTAPA Island, and it takes 10 minutes to get there. And the best snorkeling you've ever seen. It only takes about 8 minutes to 9 minutes to drive, to then catch the boat, to go to IXTAPA Island, to go snorkeling, or to eat fresh fish. They've got these tiny little deer over there, but beautiful snorkeling, okay? And we can go there for the day or whatever you like. There's the island in the daytime. Okay, there's where you go to catch the boat, there's a crocodile sanctuary, and they've got crocodiles there that are about 12 feet long. And there was a storm about a year ago, and it washed the crocodiles up onto the land, and there was crocodiles running around IXTAPA. So, you know, that was a lot of fun. Okay, there's a turtle sanctuary right on the beach, which is about 5 minutes from the hotel. And anyways, last year when we were there for the turtle release. Okay. So, if you want to check that out. And there's the sunset. There's the sunset from the beach. And every night, I don't know why it's so golden, but every night we were there, it was like that. And there's the beach again. We have a 15-mile bike path, and it's as good as that. This is not a made-up picture. So 15 miles of a bike path. So if you wanted to go rollerblading or biking or whatever that, or just go for a walk. 15 minutes away, on the way to IXTAPA, not Zihuatanejo, you'll find, you can go and get fresh seafood every morning, okay? This is the doctor that I go to. She's a dentist there, but we will have everything for you. We'll have a chiropractor. We'll have all of it. We're going to have a reflexologist there. We'll have a shiatsu therapist. There'll be yoga. We're going to really put this thing together to make it a beautiful experience. There's our training center, everyone. So the training center is actually it's covered over, but it's an outdoor indoor training center. Okay? All right? So this is where you'll be trained. All right? And this is the last graduation picture that we had here. We had 24 in the class. Okay? And this is Alicia. Alicia's actually coming. She's now a master practitioner. And she went and took the course 3 times in a row within 4 months, okay? So then what's happening is she's going to come and do a training with us in September and October. Now she's not a master practitioner, she's a master trainer. So that means that we're going to put her and highlight her up on ITIOH and on Doc of Detox. Once you become a master trainer, we're going to highlight you and promote you. So this is how it's got to be. We got to work together. We got to give more. We got to give more than we take from people. Okay? And then these are the levels if you want to go back and take a look at it, right? So the first certification you do, you become a New World Practitioner when you take the whole course. You can just come for Whole Life Coach if you want, 8 days. If you want to just do the emotional. You can just come for the Wolfe Non-Surgical if you want. But I'll be honest with you, you'll come and the rest of the people go, oh my gosh, you should have been here for the emotional part, because it's the emotional that causes the physical. The psychological overrules the physical, and then you'll understand why every disease is created, because you weren't at ease with yourself in some form or fashion, because from 0 to 7, you're your mother and your father. You're the church you went to. You're the school you went to. You're the garbage that you watched on TV and the garbage that you ate. So no, when they tell you that when we come here, we are born with choice, that has got to be the biggest BS I've ever heard in my life. You're not born with choice. You're filled up with a lot of garbage, because the reality is that how many parents actually knew that they should work on their mind, that they should work on their subconscious, that the subconscious was 90% of their brain? They don't. And understand, the psycho elite know that you guys don't know that. That's why you're all programmed to knock yourself off. That's why you're programmed to, let's celebrate and drink our face off. Let's go toke. Let's go smoke. Let's vape. You know, they can get you into fear syndrome so badly that you won't. When's the last time when you were fearful or had anxiety and you made a salad? So understand something. Your life can only be measured by the peace that you have. And the peace that you have will only be measured by who masters your mind. And so I don't care what the chaos is, I am not going to have anxiety or lose it. And the more dramatic the problem is, I'm going to be calmer. That's what you got to do. And that's what we got to teach people. So you can take a look. You can come one time, you're a New World Practitioner. Okay, you come 3 times, you're a master practitioner. You come and help us train 2 courses, and you become a master trainer. And I promise you, we will highlight you. We will push business your way. You have no idea. Okay, you know what? When I was younger, I always wanted to, I always visualized, doing something amazing. And, I put my heart and my soul into it. And I work really hard, but I love what I do. I will never retire. I will never stop trying to help humankind find themselves, to be kind to themselves. I mean, that's what it's all about, guys. And then you know what? You can try to sniff out the BS in me. Good luck. You're not going to find it. So the reality is I am who I am. And the reality is we're going to give you way more than you paid for. Because we can. Because I am abundant. I am unlimited potential. And that's what you need to understand that you can become. But but the first time you tell yourself something like, oh my God, you look in the mirror and you go, today and every day from this moment on, I will totally unconditionally love you, Daryl. Okay, I will protect you and respect you before anyone else or anything else. So help me God. First time you say it, it's going to be a lie. Second time you say it, it's going to be uncomfortable. But then do it 100 times and guess what? It's going to bring your vibe up and you're actually going to heal yourself of diseases. Why do you think that people get the same disease over and over again? Because guess what? Willpower doesn't work. It's the power of love. It's the power of self-love and self-care. And if we can teach you that and you can teach others, then guess what? What's your value? You're valuable. You know, you're only as valuable as you are to the rest of the planet. What do you have to offer the planet? If you're all messed up here, okay, and you're messed up here, don't worry. You'll get away with being a practitioner because most practitioners are actually sick, emotionally and physically. And you might think, oh, who in the hell does he think he is? I'm a guy that's been working on this continually. I'm a guy that's been minding my own business. And when I start talking to people and dealing with people, I go, how could I have done that differently? How can I actually become more of an enlightened being and actually try to put smiles on people's faces, but push them to the cliff so they know where they're taking themselves anyways, and then bring them back and tell them that I love them. Because I've been there. Okay. All right, let me just look here. Yeah, so here's what's going to happen, okay, whether you like it or not. When you're done the course, you're going to get ongoing support. You ask any of my practitioners if they call me and I won't call them back. It doesn't happen, all right? You're going to get free trainings every second week and even more. If you want to join our mastermind training group, okay, that's where you're really going to bring your game on. That's where the serious practitioners come, the ones that really want to learn the inside and out, and they want to leave me behind. Those are the ones that I am teaching that I want them to be better than me because they're putting so much in. Look, if I give you everything I got, you've got so much inside of you, you should be a better practitioner than me. You should be able to go farther than me. And that's the objective. Okay. So ongoing support with our consultation and treatments. So if you have a consultation, I'm going to help you. If you've got somebody that you're treating with the Wolfe Non-Surgical, you call me. I'm going to tell you what I do. If you have an iPhone or you have WhatsApp, we're going to go on there. I'm going to show you what I would do and tell you what I would do. Okay? You got to understand something. I don't have any bad habits that I need money to spend on. Okay? All right? And you know what? The most important thing to me is to have peace, have a smile on my face, and to create smiles wherever I go. Okay? Where's the joy in your life? Let's work on that. Let's work on the joy in your life. Let's make you understand that you are important, that you matter, that your life matters, that what you want matters. But you got to find your purpose and passion. And if it's not me, then let me help you find whatever that is by showing you that, guess what? You need to go for it. Do not ask your family and friends if you should. Because if they're scared, they're only going to be scared for you. You got to understand something. If something scares you, but it excites you, then go for it. No regrets here, okay? We will build your website at cost. We will do professional commercial videos for you at cost. We will do graphic work for you at cost. You can have all my slideshows free. You can have all my booklets free. You can put your name on all my booklets. You can tweak the booklets. You can tweak the slideshows. Oh, guys, seriously, welcome to your world. Welcome to a world where we provide for each other, okay? We don't need any systems. We need just a Braveheart nation that is going to love and treat each other with respect and help each other and support each other, get ourselves up to that next level. Okay? We will be untouchable. All right. And like I said, let me see this here. Oh, yeah. You'll all get, once you've signed up for the course, too, you'll get wholesale pricing. Okay? And like I said, we'll build you a beautiful website. Don't believe me, but we will for cost. And you'll find out that it's about 1/3 of the cost of everybody else that would build it for you. You have to understand something. My intentions, I mean well, and we're going to get there. What's going on? Okay. And also, like I said, once you become a master trainer, you'll be on the practitioner map, all right? Because I got to know that you're a leader, and then that you're going to go out there and you're going to start teaching our courses. Okay. All right. So here's the deal. If it doesn't scare you a little, it's not an adventure. Are you putting that slide up? Okay. Uncover and discover the genius practitioner from within. So where's Kinga and Raf? All right. So anyways, I'm going to introduce to you key players in this. Without them, well, let me just put it this way. Without Drake, without Sean, without Lori, without everyone, without the practitioners that came to be trained, without everybody, I would not be who I am. That's it. So understand something. Don't be an island. Understand that it's going to take a lot of us to help you with your dream. You guys want to come and have a seat? Now, they're sitting behind me only because this is a small studio, so that's the only reason why they're behind me. Not because I need to be in front of them. So I want to make that perfectly clear. Okay? So, Raf and Kinga, would you please just take about 5 or 10 minutes and tell them what your part is with us?
Sure.
Okay, everybody?
Hey, everybody. Good seeing you here on the screen.
Here. You guys talk, and I'll come back.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Oh, much better. Alrighty. Hold on a sec. I'm getting in the screen there. Perfect. Hey, guys.
It's nice
Great
to see
seeing
everybody.
you, all the beautiful faces. Oh, my goodness. There's quite a bit of you on here. Great seeing you. So an intro. A while ago, how long ago was that? 5 years ago, we met Daryl because of Kinga's dad's condition at that time, and we became really close friends.
We took the Wolfe Non-Surgical. We had a PTT, so we totally understand your world.
Yeah, so we've been through the course, we've been through the trainings. We actually a couple times. Whenever time permits, we try to be part of it. But over the past few months, Daryl has really asked us if we can help his practitioners succeed in their business, so they can build businesses where they have clients or patients coming in, where they can live the lifestyle that they choose, and so on and so forth. And one thing that he asked us is to help him grow his business as well. Myself, I've been an entrepreneur since, oh my goodness, early years of my life. I started my first business when I was about 18. That's actually started making some money, sold one of the businesses. And long story short, he saw what we do with our businesses, because King has a business as well.
Yeah, so Daryl, like any business person, it doesn't matter if you're literally selling a service, a product, candlesticks, stickers online, or anything else in between. Everyone gets a website, everyone gets a business card, and they're like, okay, great. People are going to come to us, and we're going to make lots of money, and we're going to have a lifestyle that we want to live. We're no longer going to be working for a corporation. We're going to have our own business, and we're going to get more free time. And what a lot of people discover is that couldn't be far from the truth. Your 9 to 5 turns into a 12-hour day. Your Sunday, Saturday off turns into working all day. And you need to have proper plans in place to have a business that is successful, to have constantly clients coming in, new prospects coming in, and knowing how to handle people who are brand new versus somebody that has been coming to you for a while and knows your products and services. So there's different ways to handle every client. So when we were helping Daryl, just with a few tweaks on his website here and there, it helped him tremendously. And he basically saw what we were doing and said, hey, can you two help my practitioners do this. And at first we were like, well, let's just see. So we got on one of the calls, and we talked with quite a bit of you. We found out what you need, what your pain points are, what you need to overcome, any things like that. And we started creating, a business in a box for practitioners based on your answers. So we're currently still in the beginning stages. Our website is www.sproutyourpractice.com. And we're currently helping a few of the practitioners get their website up and up. And with every person that we talk to, they're saying that the ideas are wonderful. They never thought about approaching it that way, which is what you want. And so it's been challenging, busy, but super fun.
Yeah, so what our goal is actually take all our knowledge, all our experience, and create a program for you guys, okay? So basically, if you take the training in IXTAPA, our goal is as soon as you finish the training, within 6 weeks, to help you have a website, help you generate traffic, help you generate leads so people start coming to you for help. That's our goal. So everybody that's going to join us in September, King and I are moving to IXTAPA as well. We're already packed up. All I really have is a laptop, King has our computer, and we have a couple of suitcases. So we're ready to go. And as I mentioned, our goal is to take all the practitioners that come to IXTAPA in September. And not everybody is planning on starting a business, but if you are, our goal is to take you from basically with no website to a website to start generating leads, traffic, so you can be successful. After that, our goal is to basically create a group of like-minded practitioners, and this will be optional for whoever chooses to join us. And we're going to be creating a 6 or a year-long program to help you with marketing, help you with sales, and actually help you succeed and grow your practice.
So basically, in that program that we're currently putting together, what you're going to come out with is a marketing plan that is for you. You're going to have some ideas like the marketing in the box that Rafael and I are doing. So let's say Christmas time rolls around and you get the Christmas promo out. Or Valentine's Day rolls around, you can take out the Valentine's Day promo and you plug and you go. So with any of those promotions, you need to always be about a month and a half minimum ahead of time before the promotion. So you'll have all that ready to go. And initially you can start with one little promo a year. And that can definitely grow into 4, 6, or whatever it is that you'd like, depending on how much time you have.
Yeah. So I think that's about it. We don't want to take too much time here.
Oh yes, there's one more thing actually.
Oh, what is there?
Yeah. So in the past, when we chatted with different practitioners, in the past there was kind of like one website plug and go for everybody. But what we've actually discovered is that there is 4 types of different practitioners, not just one. So there's somebody that, for example, did the whole life coach, and they're not really sure if they want to fully do it yet, but they do want to have a very basic website with an affiliate link to be able to sell the Doc of Detox products and make a little bit of money, a little bit of income a month. So that website is very different than, let's say, somebody who wants to start off with Wolfe Non-Surgical and Whole Life Coach. That website will be very different. And we've had one person who has been a practitioner for a long time, and they're making really great money. They just want to go to that next income bracket and like skyrocket. So those 3 different people are very different, and so they need to have a very different website. So we've kind of funneled you guys into like giving you not a website plug and play for everybody, but one that kind of suits your needs and where you are right now. Yeah. Now, do you guys have any questions? Is there like, is somebody connected that we could?
Yeah.
Okay, if you guys have any questions.
Yeah, we'd be happy to answer them. As I mentioned, we don't want to take up too much of your time. But if anybody's interested in help growing their business, well, let us know. Because if somebody has a question, there's probably somebody else that has a similar question. So if you can type it in the chat, if you don't know how to do it, at the bottom of your window, you'll see like a little bubble that says chat. Click on that and you'll be able to ask a question. And I see that we have a couple questions coming in.
Yeah, so Joyce asks, are the different websites templates or can they be customized?
Everything's customized.
So we do have a start based on the conversations that we had with the past practitioners. We do have a start of what is needed for a website to work, but they can all be customizable, right? So the colors are different, the graphics will be different, the text on the page will be different. So our goal is to build and help you create a website that basically is you, right? It's going to be in your language. It's going to be about you. It's going to be about your experiences. It's going to be about your story. That's why we're creating this program where we're going to take all the practitioners that are interested in a website after the certification, after the course, and we're going to work together as a group, right? Because what will happen is once we start having a conversation with everybody in the group, everybody will start getting ideas of what they can do, how they can improve it. But the website needs to be in your language. It needs to be about you, about your experiences, about your story, because people will connect with you, right? You are the one that's offering the service.
So I can see everyone's faces. If I say something called an opt-in, do you guys know what I'm talking about, or do you guys know what I'm not? Or is this like no?
No, they don't.
One thumb, one down. Oh, so okay, mostly thumbs
Okay.
down. Perfect.
So an opt-in is basically when you go to somebody's website. An opt-in is usually at the very top of the page, and it basically asks for a potential customer's name and email address to receive like a PDF or report or something. So we initially have it's about an hour and a half long conversation where we talk about like your needs, what you're looking for, what your goals are. And for the person, Joyce was it, that asked about the customization. So when we had that call with one of the practitioners, this was somebody that already had a website, what we've discovered is that this person actually wrote a book. They wrote a book about health, and that was actually physically published. And on their previous website, there was no even mention of the fact that this person wrote a book about health. So what we did for their opt-in is we're going to do two options. One will be a free PDF version, and one, if somebody wants like a physical hard copy, they'll be able to have that shipped. So by having that conversation and knowing what your goals are, we're able to tweak that website based on your needs, your goals, and what you have. So somebody that had a book, it should be on their site.
Okay. Anything else?
Another question from Danielle. What was your website again?
It's www.sproutyourpractice.com. So like think of a little sprout going up and yeah.
So we just launched this website about a month ago. We haven't really had a lot of time to focus on our website because we're working on the current practitioners' websites. But it'll give you a good overview of what we're planning on doing. And also, if there are any current practitioners that took the certification beforehand, if you're looking to build something right now, you can go through an assessment. So there should be a button on the website, and basically you go through a very short Q&A. There's a couple questions, and then the system will show you.
It's more than a couple questions.
Oh, maybe a few. It won't take you a long time.
It'll take you about 2 minutes.
Yeah, 2 minutes, but I'll tell you exactly, what we think would be a good fit for you, and then we can have a strategy call.
So if you go to that website, sproutyourpractice.com, there is a quiz on that page. If you take the quiz, it'll give you an estimated price for the website based on the needs that we gathered from you guys. So you'll know approximately where you'd fit in.
Cool.
Any other questions?
You just answered it. That was about pricing. Another question from Janet. Do you use WordPress to build your websites?
Yes, we do use WordPress. It's a great tool. And then we use, depending on your needs, there are certain plugins and marketing tools that we can implement in the website. But again, it'll be a little bit customizable. It'll depend on what you're looking for.
And the other thing about WordPress that I personally loved is when I first started doing my business a while ago, Rafael did my website, and every time I needed a little tweak or a change, I'd have to be like, Rafael, can you please do it right now? And I found it so annoying that I'd have to ask him for every little change. So with WordPress, once we're actually going to be done finishing your website, is we're going to create a little video for you on how to tweak your own website. So you don't have to pay somebody to have this change. You can just quickly do it yourself. So let's say you change your about page or you change your story. You can just do it whenever you're ready. And if you can log into a computer, you can do this yourself.
And if you would like our help, then we'll always be happy to help.
If you need it.
Yeah. Anything else?
Those are all of the questions.
That's it?
Yeah.
Perfect. So who here, I see a few I see a few people having a webcam on. Who here is thinking of starting a business after taking the certification? If you could raise your hands or wave to us. Oh, wonderful. That's quite a bit of you.
How many of you have a website right now?
Okay, just a couple.
Okay,
that's perfect. Yeah, you know what? If you guys come to IXTAPA, I don't know if they'll talk to you about the bonus days, but we'll be there as well. We'll be able to, if somebody has a current website right now, we'll be happy to review it and IXTAPA give you some suggestions, some feedback of, if there's a potential of making it better as well. Cool. Well, I guess that's it for us.
who's going to IXTAPA?
Who's coming? Alrighty.
Excellent.
Well, we're gonna party it up. Who likes to play volleyball? Because we're bringing a volleyball net and volleyball balls.
We're looking for team members.
Yeah. Oh, perfect. Claudia, awesome. Looking forward to it.
I just so you all know, in junior high school and high school, I played volleyball, so I love it.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, if there's no other questions, is that it?
That's it.
Perfect. Thank you guys for giving us this opportunity to introduce ourselves to you. And if you guys need any help in the future, we're always email or a phone call away. Awesome. Take care. Hope to see you all in Mexico.
Ciao.
Thanks, guys. So just know, like I was saying, we're going to have a whole team. So we'll have, when you come down, just know for approximately every 8 people, there'll be a master trainer there. Okay. So don't think you're coming down and you're not going to get the attention you want, because you're going to get the attention that you need. Okay. We're going to make sure that we really take care of you. Okay. And like I said, we're going to try to feed you right, love you right, and teach you things that really matter. Understand something. Do you guys remember when you went to school from grade 1 to 12 and you got out of there, you didn't know how to feed yourself? You didn't know how to love yourself, and you didn't know how to love anybody else, and you really didn't. Okay? And that's what we got to do. We got to go back and we got to do this, and we got to give you what they said they gave you, but they didn't give you. So, that's the reality of it. I don't know what else I can say. But you know what? If you think that you're living your potential, then guess what? Then you haven't even woke up yet. Because I will never live my potential. As human beings, we can't live our potential. We're spirit beings. So there's no limit to it. And I know that we're not spirit beings, but we are spirit beings having a physical experience, and you are only limited by your beliefs. So I don't want to get into all of that today. But the reality is that you decide every morning when you get up, you decide to make it a new day. What if you were to change 1% every day? Well, that would be about 100 days. So basically, come take the course 3 times and just add 10 days, and there you go. You will have changed. And understand something. I'll make you a promise that that would take you 20 years, we'll be able to do in 8 days. And if you don't believe me, I'll bring on my practitioners. So just know in 2 weeks, we're going to actually have another meeting. Okay, if you want to come, okay, we're going to send a link out to everyone that's opted into www.newworldpractitioner.com. I'm going to have my master trainers on, just a few of them. And then you can talk to them honestly about the training. They're not going to lie to you. They're not going to try to make me look good. Okay, they're going to tell you the way it is. All right. And understand, we've had trainers that have come the very day they left and they've opened up their clinic. Okay. And I'll tell you something. We'll bring Robin and John on. When Robin came, she came because she was just an angry, overweight woman. That's what she was. She didn't come for anything else. By the time she left that course, she went home and opened up their practice. Now, whether you want to believe this or not, you won't believe the money that they're making. And remember something. They both worked up at the oil field. And guess what they're looking after right now? They're looking after all the people that the medical doctors and the rest of the health practitioners can't fix. And if you think I'm kidding, I'm not kidding. So you need to get this. Okay, there are tools that work, and then there's tools that don't work. Let me see if there's any questions, and then I'll let everybody go. Darcy, I'd love to work towards the master level once my purpose and passion and emotional work is done. Each course is not 8,000. When you come for the first time, it's 8,000. After that, it's 5,600. So it's not 8,000. You know, anybody that opts in and they want to make more out of their life, we're going to discount it. You have to understand that. And when you come back for the third course, we want you to assist in the training on the third course. And we'll actually, at the end of it, we sit down with you and say, okay, that you really rocked that. You know, you need to work on this a little bit. Did you notice, like each day I'll tweak you. And then what happens is once you've taken the training 3 times, then I have 2 whole life, I have 2 people, master trainers on either side of me while I'm teaching the 8-day whole life coach that will help me out and help with other people. Because some people will have emotional breakdowns. Some people will be struggling. Because you know what? When you wake up to the fact that you got sucker punched, it's a little shocking that you're not really who you thought you were. But it's actually the real birth of yourself when you really realize you're not who you were meant to be. You were someone else doing something else. With this COVID deal, okay, first of all, I don't want to get into it here, but the reality is I know that the V is really bad and people are going to pass on, but those people that become more enlightened and those people that know how to detoxify their body and turn on their mitochondria will be able to unravel the V. Okay, I don't want to talk about it too much, but I have a device that will do that. And that will be in Mexico. It was actually shipped yesterday, and it's on its way. And understand something. I'm not scared of the people who haven't had the vaccine. I'm not scared of it. You know, I just wanted to, at the beginning, just really get my footing and really feel what's going on. The reality is, if you're healthy, you're untouchable. The reality is, if somebody has had the vaccine and it's actually making you nauseous or sick, guess what? Most of it's up in here, okay? We're bigger than this when we know how to eat and treat ourselves properly. We are responding to Zoom. Is there any Zoom questions? Somebody says we're not responding, but we are. Do you work on training in French? No, but guess what, everybody? Just so you know, my website, all my websites and everything will be in Spanish, hopefully by the time we get there in September. And we actually will have translator for people in Spanish. If somebody's coming and they only speak French, no. But I'll tell you what, you get me a group of 4 to 6 people and I'll get a translator there. I mean, it's expensive to have a translator there the whole time. So like I told you, it's not about the money for me, but I need at least 4 to 6 people to pay that translator. And I'll do it in any language that I can. Okay, bring your own translator. Why don't you bring a friend that knows English and French and they can help to translate? That's what I'd be doing. Okay, because to be honest with you, we had 2 French people come in the last course. But we don't get a lot of people from Quebec, and we don't get hardly anybody from France. We get them from Australia, we get them from England, we get them in different other countries, but we haven't there much. Okay, if there's no more questions, I'll probably end it. When would be the best time to call you, Daryl? It would be all right, thank you. Look, anybody can call me. Tomorrow, anytime after 1, if you don't get me, you'll have to leave a message. But as I get closer to the end of the week, it'll free up. If I don't call you back the next day, just call me again. It's the squeaky wheel gets the grease. You got to understand something. I've only given my phone number out to millions of people, right? And I do get to them all, but sometimes it might take me 2 or 3 days, right? So I have to proprietize everything. Do Do you have retired nurses take the course? We have nurses take the course. We have doctors take the course. We have chiropractors take the course. We have accountants take the course. Understand, we've taught a lot of nurses. And the reason why they weren't retired, but they actually left the business that they were doing, and they're doing this. Do we need a passport? Never had to one before coming into Mexico. Not if you're driving, but if you're flying, that's the airlines. The airlines are owned by the elite corporations, okay? Got to understand something. The same people that are pulling this thing that's going down right now, they own all the corporations. So that's what makes it look like it's real, right? Okay? So you can't do anything unless it's a small mom and pop business, unless you've got corporations threatening you and creating fear. So, yeah. Yeah, you have to have a passport if you're going to fly in, I think. Could you please put your address up? My address where? In IXTAPA? It's IXTAPAPalace.com. Or my website is docofdetox.com. For people who want to look at the practitioner training, it's www.newworldpractitioner.com. And you'll get more information if you want to go to itioh.com, which is our schooling site. Okay? Hypnotherapist. You know what? Let me just say something here. We've got people that I want people to come there. We've got 25 offices. You know, they built us a building with 25 offices. I want all those offices to be every form of natural therapy there. I want a chiropractor there. I want a massage therapist there. I want an acupuncturist there. We're going to have medical doctors on staff. Okay, so we're going to be doing actually infusions, transfusions. We're going to be getting into stem cell therapy down the road. Okay, we're going to be doing everything that is where we've bridged nature and science together, and where it's ethical and it's logical. Okay, so no, we have all kinds of people coming that we have people that are coming that have thought about moving away, and they have an online business that are going to move to IXTAPA or Zihuatanejo, which is just 12 minutes away. Caitlin, even though I'm stuck in Australia right now, I know that I'm going to find a way to get to you one day. Understand, we have a whole family coming to us, and the mother is coming to do our trainings there, and she's really going to be happy. I know she's on right now. She's really going to be happy to know that we have a September and October class, because if they don't do the shutdown too hard, and we have the January class, January 14th, that'll be her third class, and then she'll help train with the second and third one, because there's one in January, February, and March. Then she'll be a master trainer. She'll have her website up, and then she can go full bore. And understand, we're not just training people. We're looking for people that would like to be master trainers and work with us and teach this around the world. How would you like to travel the world and actually teach this course? Because there will be small groups. There'll be personal treatment and trainings. There'll be clinics that we already do this. But understand, my therapists are strained right now. They're strained because we need more people, because every day we get hundreds of calls from people all over the world that either have some kind of physical problem, or they want to be retrained. They already have a clinic, or they want to create one.
I have a question. Janelle asks, is this just for adults, or can children come too?
Oh my gosh. You bring all your kids. Floating river. I love kids. I love kids. I love kids more than adults. No offense. So if you get in there and release the child within, I'll love you too. So the reality is I love kids. I don't care how many kids you bring. I'll look after them. Okay, we'll take them to the beach. We'll play with them. We'll go for snorkeling. We'll let them know that they are amazing little spirits that were sent by our Creator to remind us that we have potential and that it's okay to smile. It's okay to love. No. Bring all the kids you want. And you can always give me a call, but all the rates are on here. And then I have people that have already booked to stay in IXTAPA for the year, but you can come for a month or 2 months or whatever you want. And then there's apartments around the area. So, I know there's apartments in Zihuatanejo for $250 a month, and they're nice. I know people that are living in them. There's apartments in IXTAPA I know about that were $400 a month. The reality is, what do you want? Do you know what you want? If I ask 10 people, what do you really want in your life? Do you know what? I'm telling you right now, 8 out of 10 go, I don't know. I don't know. And that's because you've been needing everybody's approval and you take everything personal and you haven't found your brave heart yet to live your own life. Stop living your life for your family. I'm not talking about leaving your kids alone or your husband, but start finding your passion and your purpose. And guess what? And make everyone honor you for that. Okay? Stop kissing people's butts. Stop trying to get people's approval. And do you know why you're doing it? Because guess what? You were taught that love comes from outside of you. And whether you want to believe this or not, if you feel like I love you, I do love you, but I'm not giving you anything. I'm just triggering the love you already have in your body. That's all that's ever going to happen. You're just going to feel what you already have that you were told to shut down. I'm fluent in Spanish. If you need help in Mexico, I'm available, brother. Thank you, Manuel. Listen, call me. We'll talk. I live in the UK. Can I ask what time you guys are there on there? What time is it right now?
4:30.
4:30 Pacific Standard Time, and that's in the afternoon. As well, can I get my questions already for the time to call? Thank you. Okay, I'm not sure what he's saying, but you're welcome.
I have a lot of questions about pricing. Where can people call to learn more about that?
Pricing's all going to be in the New World Practitioner portal, but if you go back and look at the video,
Yeah,
okay,
that's all in there.
all right. Hey, why don't you just do that? Okay, so what I'll do tomorrow is
Let's post it.
we'll just post it on Facebook,
Yeah.
Instagram, Telegram, everywhere. We'll post the pricing of the hotel there, and I will know the pricing probably not until about the 1st on how much the juicing and the blender drinks and the avocado and everything we're going to make for you during the day. And also just so you know, within walking distance, great shopping, great restaurants, okay, hairdresser. It's a small town, 3,200 people live in IXTAPA. When it's a high season, about 9,000 people are there, but you don't see them because most of the resorts are out on the beaches out further. And I'm telling you, you can be out at 4 o'clock in the morning by yourself and you'll love it. It's so peaceful, so quiet. It's a beautiful place. And then Zihuatanejo has, I think, 130,000. You can get anything and everything from there. And a lot of people will move to Zihuatanejo. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Go on YouTube and check it out. See what people are saying about how it's so safe in that area and it's so beautiful. What else? Anything else?
That pretty much covers everything. Anya was asking, how do we book?
How do you book? You book on Newworldpractitioner.com. www.newworldpractitioner.com. Ryan says, obviously it's Mexico, but with your visits, are you seeing a decent amount of English speaking down there? Well, you got to understand something. There are thousands of Canadians, Americans, and other English-speaking people from around the world. And how many people do you need? You know? I mean, how many people do you need, right? I think we're near the end.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'll tell you something. I just want to thank everybody for giving me the honor to come on here. You know, believe it or not, people say, you know, Dr. Wolfe, you've helped me find my purpose and passion. Well, guess what? You give me my purpose and passion. I want you to really be quiet after this and really just close your eyes and think about what you really want in your life and what you want to see. And I want you to try to just feel what it feels like to fill your heart up with unconditional love for yourself, and then see if you can hold on to it. Because if you can do that, then we can put this world back together. Love is not the answer. Self-love and self-care are the answer. If you think somebody's going to care for you like you need to care for you, it's never going to happen. Your husband and your wife can only do it part-time. You know, this is a full-time job to love oneself, to keep oneself and frequency up, because understand this, when you decide to go inside and take a look at yourself, because understand this, I'm going to tell you right now, I am not a sinner and I am not guilty of anything. So you better get that right now. And if I felt like I was a sinner and guilty of things, my vibration would be lower. I wouldn't be so confident. And understand, man has made a lot of rules for fools. And just know this. Do you know what's stopping you? Well, shame, guilt, sadness, and they all come under fear, false evidence appearing real, and they use it against you. And I don't care what your religion is. Whatever you want to believe in, you go ahead and believe in that. But understand something. At the end of the day, there's no religion in the universe. And that which created the universe has no religion. So you better get that. And we're all going back to whatever that is that you call creator. All right? Just know this. Whatever religion you are, whatever you eat, whatever you do, I just hope you enjoy it. And I hope that it's not shackling you down and pulling you down. Okay? I want to thank everybody for coming on, and we will be back in 2 weeks. I will be having other practitioners on the Zoom. They will be talking about their experiences, whether they took the course once, twice, 3 times, or whether they're a master trainer. And they will be telling you straight up. And make sure that you get your questions together and you challenge me. You know what? I would, okay? Because most people don't really want to believe that somebody out there truly loves them and doesn't know them. Really. Work on it, okay? Have a beautiful day, Braveheart. Thanks for joining me. God bless everybody. So what is a New World Practitioner? Well, a New World Practitioner is somebody that understands that training comes before treatment.
Have I noticed any changes in myself since taking this course? Oh, yes. Yes, I have. I definitely have.
There's so much more ahead of you, and there's so much more that you can find within yourself, and there's so much that you can let go of to free yourself. And I'm excited to be able to help others find their power.
It's not a treatment. It's like a restoration. You can renew your body. And I didn't understand what was preventing me from healing.
I guess this is where I kind of get emotional, because Daryl truly cares, not only for himself, but humanity in general. And he wants to educate people to live their best lives and learn to love themselves first before anybody else.
The Whole Life Coach certification. We go deeper in that 8 days than anybody else goes when it comes to learning how the invisible creates the physical, the psychological creates the biological. And we teach you about energy medicine and about vibration and frequency, because that's all it is.
He really cares for everybody. He wants to educate as many people as he can, their own healers / practitioners. He wants to get the knowledge out.
Dr. Wolfe and the whole crew, Sage and his bodywork techniques, learning it, everybody here has just been so incredible. They're so supportive. It's been a really cool experience.
I've seen nothing but incredible results day after day, hour by hour, while they work on people who get finally the effect and result that they've looked for everywhere else and never got. So they're amazing, amazing.
On a daily thing, I'm becoming more flexible and more pain-free. It's a process of treatments because of the damage I've done to my body. But yeah, I expect to be doing backflips. You know, I'm 64 years old. I'll be doing backflips.
When it comes to the Wolfe Non-Surgical certification, nobody can pull fibroids apart or reverse joint, muscle, tendon, ligament problems or scar tissue from surgery quicker than we can. And we offer a money-back guarantee to all our patients. Now, why would we do that? because we pull off the I am possible and we reverse the irreversible.
They're so professional yet so fun. They know how to push you to your limit. They encourage you, so it's all positive training, and really every one of them has a piece that they offer to the business, and they don't miss things. They let you go to the next level.
To use my love and light to be in service of others, and that's part of healing, right? Where as my elbow is connecting to that skin, you know, I'm delivering my frequency to the person that's seeking that work, you know, because I will always have that love and light inside me.
And a New World practitioner understands that you can't give what you're not. So until you understand that unconditional love and care for oneself is what you need to become so that you can give that to your patients, don't expect a different outcome than every other practitioner out there. And that's what we teach here, because you need to become what you want to see in all of your patients.